Alrighty, here we go. Hello. Let's bring all this down a bit. All right. Hey guys, how's it going? Give me a sec to get some noise going here. There we go. Good evening, everybody. Let's see. Hey, Mike. Checking in early. Oh, nice. Ben. It says, Ben, message retracted. I don't know if you're retracting your own message or if the system's blocking, doesn't like something you're putting in there. But anyway, let's see. Wabbit. Mr. Higgins. Nice. Karen. Hey. Pulse Width Modifier, sir. Hello. Travis Dolan. Howdy do. Mr. Cockcroft. Wednesday evening in Texas. Nice, yeah. Time zone appropriate greeting to everyone. Onyx. Dominique Boucher. Don't know if it's from France, Boucher. And I butcher my French accent, so forgive me. Casual noise. Hey. All right. Video is back. Did video go away? Let me know if the video misbehaves. It says my stream's excellent, so we'll see. All right. So what's going on tonight? Tonight, I am generating more patterns tonight. New patterns. We generated some 2 nights ago. We played with them last night. And I'm going to generate another batch of about 8 different sets of patterns. And these are we're just building up... we're building up a palette that what'll happen is this weekend in my spare time, I'll go through and like curate some of them and pick out some ones. And then within a couple days, maybe this weekend, I'll start doing the actual practice performances where I start from nothing, build up to a full sort of body of things going on. Then flip to a prearranged section and tear that one down, and then rinse and repeat. Build up from nothing, flip to a different arranged thing, tear that one down. That'll start happening any day now, but I need some patterns in order to do that. So that's what's going on. So let me know what's going on. So, hey, Joe. Cool. So I'm curious, just out of curiosity, Ben, if you're willing to share your location. I'm curious on the network. So we'll see. Because I've had a couple people intermittently say that like things get out of sync, but it never persists, and it seems random on who it happens to. So it could just be network between here and there, or between there and the servers. All right. So we got these patterns going on. And it's a little busy right now, so let's take one out. Let's take this one out. And we're going to cut it to halftime. Actually, we're going to cut it to longer than that even, maybe. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to... All right. As long as it moves from playing those 8s to playing nothing for a little while, I'm happy with that. All right. That'll work. All right. What do we got here? Let's see. All good. Portugal. All right. but it's all fine now. All right, great. So we're going to say that Google will work it out. All right, so I don't know. It could be on my end. It's possible. It says that the stream's excellent, but who knows that's like an average of minutes. So whatever. Let's see. Let's put a little drone on the bottom. Tonight, we're going to set some things. I'm going to try and limit the number of mistakes I make. We're going to do 4-bar patterns across the board. And we're just going to build some up. And not too busy. The other night, 2 nights ago, they were getting real thick. So. Get the level right. My fingers want to play a lot of notes. I want to get in there and flurry. I gotta slow it down. Let's play something softer. Bad timing. Let's drag that note over and fix it. All right, and let's put a slightly more energetic bass line under it, and then we'll say that this pattern is done. We'll move on to another one. Recorded. All right, so we're going to call that done. So what that is, that's 5 instruments, right? So let's solo those real quick. Just listen. So we've got when I solo it, it silences my mic. There's something I hadn't considered. All right, we'll manually roll some down. All right. So the modular is doing that. All right. And then we've got the summit. Doing this sort of quacky E-piano thing. We've got the wave state doing this glockenspiel thing. We've got this low melody in the sub 37. All right, these are all 4-bar patterns. And the bass is doing them. Just huffing around on the root. Right? And so this is a clean 4-bar pattern. It's around the root, and we can transpose it pretty safely. So my subsequent goes to a dark place there when I go down a step. And that may not be bad, but I may have to adjust it later. I've got some dissonance there coming off of the modular. All right, so that's something to think about. We'll move on. All right, so let's clear this pattern. What we'll do is we'll put a more energetic bass line on it. We'll leave everything playing to give us a feel of where we're at mood-wise. I could start recording a new bass line, and it should not overwrite, but replace the old one. The same pattern set, but we've got a more energetic melodic bass line point. What I would normally do is record that as a 16-bar pattern, 4 times as long, because that'll give me a chance to play something melodic like this, and then stop playing or play drones to give some space, and then play again with a different melody. Let's just do that. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I've got this 16-bar pattern, so really I've got 4 sets of, I got 4 4-bar patterns that are different, but all in the same place. So we come down a bit, kind of smooth it out a bit, then we play some melody again. Right, melody, melody, melody. And then we do back to it's rhythmically interesting. With the echo, right? We change up our so when you're making a line, when you're playing a melody, right, things you can vary are the pitches, right, or you can vary the energy level in it, and you can vary the what's the word I'm thinking of? Whether you're playing legato or staccato, right? Whether you're playing little teeny short notes with a lot of space in between, or whether you're letting them sort of sing and run into each other, you can vary that as well. And there's more, but those are what I was thinking of here. Real staccato. Right, 2, this is legato melody. All the notes are connected. No rests in there. This is sort of in the middle. It's a little staccato. There's some rest, but there's also some ties. Back to a connected melody. So that's one sort of segment, and I've got 2 variations for the bass that I can play with later. All right, let's put something else on it with some different instruments. Let's put a little sort of counter melody thing back and forth between the sub and the mini Moog. I like that. We did that a couple days ago. We'll do it again. But I don't want. We'll do it with happy medium. We'll do it with 16 bar patterns. So we'll do just like what we did with the bass. We'll do 4, 4, 4, 4 to get us 16 bars, and we'll weave them in and out of each other. All right. I want a drone though. Space. That was 4 bars of mini Moog. And now we'll play again. And all of those notes were offset by half a beat, by a beat. Switch over to the sub 37. We're going to fill in the space from the other one. It helps if you hit record at the right time though. Whoops. Let's see. Jeff. Let this play for a bit. I'm going to fix that little at the beginning, a little glissando too low, but. Miro, hey. Hey, Ben. I'm Phonics. Nice to see you guys. Hey, Brian. Nice guys. All right, so we've got these 2 sets, right? We've got a mini Moog with a 16 bar pattern where it plays 4, rests for 4, plays 4, rests for 4. And then we've got the other synth pattern playing rest for 4, plays for 4, rests for 4, plays for 4. So those 2 are going to alternate, right? And so now let's put put a matriarch arpeggiation over it to sort of fill the gaps between they're playing these sort of legato melodies. We'll put a steady 8th note ducka. It's pretty busy, so we may not always use it. 4 bars of this. I gotta do a little tweak. There we go. Okay, we could kill this bass drone. So we're entering the deedle deedle zone. If you didn't catch the stream where I explained what deedle deedle music is, you're listening to it. A lot of things going deedle 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 deedle. All right, and that's okay, because that's fun for things like you put a 4 on the floor on it. Might be useful. For giggles, we'll try transposing it. It might suck. Oh yeah, it's not happy there. I got some melodic things in there that do not want to be transposed. We'll come back to that later. The problem with when you're doing global transposition is you really got to constrain your patterns melodically. Otherwise, you end up with cacophony. I'll leave the rhythm going for a little while. I know some people like it and some people don't. We'll let it go for a little while. And let's play with the bass line. So that'll be something, imagine, so for a performance, we start from nothing, we do real ambient, we slowly build up some patterns to a place, not this energetic, but to a place that's harmonically related to this, but isn't this. And then once we've built that up, we can transition to this running full bore like this, right? Because that's a dramatic change. And then we tear this down. Start over, rinse and repeat. That's in the next day or two. I'll start trying that. Once I have some patterns in place that I'm happy with and feel good that harmonically they're going to where I want them to go, we'll start actually practicing doing the transitions. Let's see if this bass line works with the first set of patterns, but not their bass line. We'll leave this bass line running. This is where, like, a live arrangement, ends up being a thing, right? And we go back to what we had. All right. So this is good. Let's see what a teardown would sound like. So I'm going to take this apart. So if we had just jumped to this pattern, if going full bore like this, I'm going to tear it down. And so that means I'm going to take pieces out one at a time, but continue to record softer things over them as we go. All right. The first thing I would do is probably chill the bass out. With something relatively short. Maybe from a Berlin School perspective, we're going to get a little really short Berlin School figure running on the bass. Which would sound something like this. Let's drop it an octave. That's muddy. We'll leave it up high. So we replace the energetic bass line with like a Berlin School bass line. And we start bringing stuff out. So we bring out the ARP because that's the next busiest thing. The sub 37, so now it's just the mini and the bass. The modular's doing their little thing, so maybe we'll fiddle with the modular a bit. Introduce one of the other patterns from the modular. Replace the mini melody from previous pattern. We'll replace that with a bass with a line that's similar, a Berlin School style sort of line, like what the bass is playing. Balance them out a bit. So I've got this E piano over on the Summit. Let's just play it, not record it, and see how it sounds. Doing little fourth runs here. All right, so we'll give this one an odd pattern length. So it'll phase, right? You'll get the patterns repeating, but this one will phase in time with it. Whoops, a little timing error on my part, but that's fine. Tearing this down, remember, right? So we've replaced what was playing with something that sort of held a steady place, right? Now we're going to start bringing them out. So we'll bring out the mini. can bring the modular back in to help fill some space, because the modular is pretty sparse. Bring out the Summit, the e-piano-y thing. Right. And then let's play with some pads at this point, right? Because we want to keep bringing it down. And the modular is still relatively energetic. That's real loud. Recorded that just to hold that. I'm going to go bring the modular down some more, or swap out. Bring it down an octave. Swapping out one modular pattern for another, just to add some different melodic interest. And now would be a good time to bring that drone back. Modular out. Now that mini pattern, that Berlin School mini pattern that was doing just a real legato sort of train ride sort of pattern, is still playing. I just brought the volume down. We're going to bring it back up. Something similar with the Sub 37. sort of balance their levels so they get sort of hypnotic. Bass line, add a little more motion in the bass line. Back up again. All right. We might bring in some rhythm. I know I'm way over time, but I'm having so much fun. Hope you guys don't mind. Let's put in too much rhythm. Mixing really bad, Ben? Is the mix really bad? I can't tell. There's something you can't do without having arrangements prepared. You can't make a change like that. Wife is sitting on the couch going, where the hell is he? All right. That was fun. It's 8:40, I'm definitely was having fun there. So okay, let's see. Let me see what's in the chat. Let me scroll back a little bit. I'll answer any questions that I find here, and then I got to run. So let's see. Nice. Amphonics showed up. Ben, what are these headphones? They're the DT880 Pro Beyerdynamics. So they're not amazing, but they're good enough. They're very comfortable. I can wear them for a really long time. And I have the mic literally, very MacGyver, this mic is hot glued to the side of the microphone. So it's like sits right here. Here, let me demonstrate. This mic comes with, oh look, I'm on YouTube. I should hold the mic. This mic is one of the really small, not condensers, but anyway, it's just a headset mic that I ripped off the headset it came with because I have a giant Swedish head. Let me put it back. Hang on. There we go. So I have this giant Swedish head. I can't get hats. I got to special order them. And there's no headset that fits me. Headset mic At least I haven't found one. I've tried many. But what works best is I found a pair of headphones that fit nice and feel comfortable, easy to wear. And then I literally got a mic, tore it off the headset, and hot glued it to my headphones. It works fine. So there's 2 cables running basically. So let's see. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that. Let's see. I'm glad it's making your head spin. Yeah, I play lead bass. I do it a lot. It's just in my nature. It has to do with my core musical values. Too much Geddy Lee and Chris Squire growing up. Is there such a thing as too much Geddy Lee and Chris Squire? Probably not. The beat makes a difference for you? Yeah, it can, right? And so, I don't know. I'm not sure where we'll end up. Probably with a beat here and there, at least. Maybe not for all of it, but Tracy says, my classical training still makes me flinch at bass lines that are above other voices. That's okay. You can flinch. I don't mind. That's all right. Let's see. I was a bassist, right? So you got to remember too, right? I really like the sound of that sort of high baritone Rickenbacker bass. I think it sings. I think it's a voice, so it's okay. Let's see what else. Missed how the teardown happens. I was bringing things out and replacing patterns that were playing that were energetic with patterns that were less energetic, or patterns that were very long with long melodies with a pattern that's very short and has a really tight repeating figure, one bar repeating figure. Yeah, I haven't quite figured out what to do with the reverb either, right? So it's just sort of there for now. And my basic reverb and delay aesthetic is too much. Always go with too much, right? And that's, your mileage may vary. Let's see. What else? So, kicks on 1 and 3. Confusing. Yep, that's okay. The downbeat is certainly in Berlin School. Having the downbeat get misplaced is a feature, not a bug, I think, personally. Thanks, James. Glad you had a good time. You would mix differently. Well, I'm really not thinking much about mixing. I'm just like, does it sound about where can I hear all the voices more or less, or are they blending to the point where I'm at? But I'm not a great mixer either. You should listen to my EPs. The mix is not great. Thanks very much. Let's see. She knows where you are. I know. Well, we've been married for 29 years. So we understand each other's patterns, and happy wife. If she's happy, I'm happy, right? So anyway, that's cool. And all right, guys, thanks very much. I hope the rest of you have a great week. The weekend's coming. If I see you again, fantastic. If not, that's okay too. And January is, I guess technically we're in the final week of January. So it'll be nice to have a little bit of unscheduled, unstructured time, right? So ciao, Mike. Good to see you. You guys have a good time. I am going to sign off. Hasta lambada, which is, I'm pretty sure, inappropriate. An inappropriate mix of metaphors. Goodbye to the forbidden dance. Have a good one. And